Welcome to Whisky Riffs. I'm Kevin, and this is day 7 of my special Whisky Advent Calendar series, starring the Flaviar Whiskies of the World Advent Calendar. I'm not sponsored by Flaviar, but they have a fantastic whiskey calendar that gives me a lot of variety from a lot of different countries, and it has not disappointed this year, did not disappoint last year. Let's get on to day 7, grab that bottle, and see what we have today. Now, all these tastings are blind. I'm not actually looking at the notes. I'm not looking at the cards, but I am going to try to, every day I struggle with that bottle, trying to get it out of there. Now, these bottles are 50 milliliters. They have country of origin on the front, which I'm not looking at, and the day number on top, if you want to keep yourself guessing too. I would say avoid looking at their tasting notes right away. Go ahead and try the bottle, see what you get. You can use the tasting notes at any time to see if there's any flavors that might remind you of something that you might have missed. Again, flavors are very personal. You don't have to agree or even have any of these in your tasting notes. They also include a Glencairn glass, which I'll be using, and a nice little coaster. So, and it's not just a plastic one, it's ceramic, so pretty nice stuff. I'm going to try to keep these all short so that you can get through all 24 days. Again, we're only on day 7, so stick with me here. I have a playlist that's linked down below if you want to go ahead and catch up on the days. And feel free to add any comments that you have about this series. I'm very excited that I'm able to do daily tasting notes, and I always want to hear your feedback. I've gotten some really great comments on this. Let me go ahead and do a pour for day 7. See if I can do this without looking at the notes, looking at the country of origin on the label. And we'll give a little bit more. There we go. 50 milliliters is nice because you get to taste now and then taste later. I found a lot of times the whiskeys that have tasted one way when I first tasted them, tasted completely different the next time I tasted them. And this whiskey, right away when I opened the bottle, I got a whiff of it. It really stood out. So it's not as sweet as some of the others. It definitely is more of a spicy note on the nose. Maybe a little bit more alcohol content. I don't know if any of these are going to be above 46%, but if they are, this is definitely one of them. There is some like orange zest on this, very citrusy, fruity. A little oak spice in there. Yesterday threw me off a little bit because the nose and the taste were very different. And I'm going to go in for the taste before I guess on any even country of origin. Very warm, nice dark fruit flavors, raisins, plums. A lot of good barrel spice there from the oak. Maybe even a little sherry on the finish. I'm getting some sherry notes. This really tastes and smells like a sherry finished scotch. So I'm going with Scotland. It's going to be a scotch. It's going to be at least 46 ABV, and it is sherry finished. Let's see what country we are. Let's see if day 7 got us the right country at least. Ah, I got the right country. So day 7 was a lucky day for me. This is a product of Scotland, and I need to look at the tasting notes to get any more information. The front of this tasting note is just a lovely little picture. Doesn't give you any information, unlike yesterday, which gave you a lot of bottle information. And the back of the note is the tasting spiral from Flaviar, which, again, these aren't the notes you need to have, but they really help kind of like trigger some things that maybe you missed and couldn't find when you were looking through the notes. So this is Glenallachie. It's a 12-year-old Scotch, single malt, 46%, and floral, banana, butterscotch, definitely got all that on the nose, vanilla, almond milk chocolate, cocoa, and honey. I'll have to look this up. I don't know what the casking is on this, but it really seems like there's a second casking that gives me sherry notes. If I'm right, I'll put it up on screen after while I'm editing the video. Definitely got the butterscotch. The spiciness, maybe it's maybe just oak spice. As I've said in other videos, the reason I like Flaviar is because of the variety in their Advent Calendar. The amount of countries and the amount of distilleries that they find to put in these bottles is incredible. Glenallachie is not a distillery that I've ever purchased a whiskey from. I don't know much about them, and now I'm very interested and will probably investigate deeper and maybe even buy a bottle, because this is a very nice Scotch. It's right in my wheelhouse of the sherry type Scotches. It's going to be a little embarrassing if I find out after I do my research that there's no sherry casking on this. But that's just more for you to enjoy when I make mistakes, because that's what I'm here for, your enjoyment. Speaking of enjoyment, if you are enjoying these videos, please hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe so that I get my subscriber count. You've been great. It's been rising steadily, and I'm getting really close to that 300 subscriber mark. So thank you very much. And bang that bell so that you get notified when I publish new episodes. If you have any experience with any of these whiskeys that I've reviewed, I'd love to hear about it. Also, if you've had any experience with any other tasting boxes or the Flaviar one, let me know in the comments what you think about them. I hope you're taking care of yourself and watching out for others. This is the holiday season, which can be rough as well as wonderful. So until tomorrow, cheers.